in the Mahabharata, where the epic itself is very upset that Bhishma did not come to the aid of Draupadi when she was going to be disrobed. Everybody expects when Dushasan has pulled her and is about to disrobe her, that Bhishma would have got up and slapped him. He kept silent. Draupadi had appealed to him and to the other elders, and not as persons, but here's the state. For her, what is the dharma of the ruler? So this is question of civic and public virtue that we're talking about. And you know, the Mahabharata says, gives the example of a sage named Rishi Kashyapa. Rishi Kashyapa says that the person who perpetrates the crime, Duryodhana, gets 50% of the punishment. His ally, Dushasan, gets 25% of the punishment. But 25% of the punishment goes to the person who remains silent, Bhishma. And when I was working on this chapter, we were having the election of the President of India. The most popular president in Indian history, Abdul Kalam, was going to be replaced, and it looked like the nominee of the UPA was going to win. And for a whole month before the election, the media had been bringing out very uncomfortable stories about the UPA candidate. And in one of them in particular, I mention this because Indian Express actually reproduced the report of the liquidator of Pratibha Patil's bank, and he was an officer of the Reserve Bank who was the liquidator of this bank. And that I remember reading the names of the relatives of Pratibha Patil who had taken loans and driven this bank to insolvency with no intention of paying back those loans. And so a week before the election, it was Sunday, so it was my Sunday column in the Times of India, and I told the story of Rishi Kashyapa, and I appealed to the one man of integrity, as Bhishma was, in the UPA government, the Prime Minister of India, and I said, you know, the punishment which goes to the silent, and so don't be a Bhishma, don't remain silent. This is our last chance. The election is going to be held in that. Well, anyway, the rest is history.